What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with Tyler Perry Sisters, the season finale. Okay, season 9, episode 22, The Hangover. Cause I don't have my, I do not have my microphone. I don't feel like reaching for it. Okay, Tyler, Tyler. Okay, first of all, I'm not even gonna add the ER. I would not give you no sincerity. This was terrible. Okay? Tyler. Tyla. Tyler. With an H at the end. Okay? Do better. Okay? We started out real strong. Okay? I mean, we was strong. We was crying. We was just going through the going throughs. Sabrina though. And then I appreciate you not making us wait for season 10. But it seems as though Andy not gonna, you know what? I'm gonna get there. But Sabrina though, do better, Tyler Perry and writers. Do better. Okay? Anyway, the episode start with the ladies and everybody's in the bed. We getting a montage of everybody in the bed sleeping with their man, sleeping with this man or no man or whatever. Okay, everybody make it to the next morning. All right. So Valerie wakes Andy up and want to talk to her. So she want to feed her pancakes. Okay. So Andy tells her mom, she had a really good time last night and it's been a long time. Sorry, y'all. Oh, excuse me. This has been a long time. This is the most fun she had in a long time with her friends. All right. So Sabrina wake up to find Rich on her couch, and he made sure she got home safe, and he changed her clothes, but nothing happened. Okay, because Fatima threatened him. All right. So as Rich was getting ready to head out, he was gonna meet Tony at the gym. She offered him, to stay for some coffee. He was like, well, okay, I got 15 minutes. Okay. They chat, they hug it out, and then he get ready to go. Tyler, I don't know why y'all trying to give Rich the nice guy role. Okay, I don't know why y'all trying to give him the nice guy role, but we ain't buying it. Okay, we not buying it, but apparently he gonna be back next season. Okay, he gonna be back next season. Anyway, Danny and the cop. Danny wake up because she was told up, and he told her that they had 6 rounds and all of the things. Of course, she don't remember because she was too effed up to remember. Okay. So she was trying to get him out of the apartment or whatever. He wanted, oh, you want to come cuddle? No, sir. We don't trust you. Sick of y'all. I'm sick. So, next scene. Andy and them damn pancakes. Okay? I don't know what kind of crack Valerie put in them pancakes, but Andy was tearing them up. Okay, she said they was delicious and nutritious. Okay, Valerie admits to Andy that, listen, no, she tells Andy, because Andy asks, listen, how was Bible study? She said Bible study was enlightening. Yeah, that man, you was with Keys, aka John. Okay, so Andy was like, you know what? Like, I need to live my life, not really, be so worky. Okay? I need to live my life. Life is too short. All right? So Valerie takes this moment to let Andy know, the real reason why she was in town. She let her know, I have stage 2 breast cancer. She said, but I probably have the best the best oncologist in Florida. And I'm pretty sure Andy always gives her money so she lives a certain lifestyle where she can probably have the best doctors. Okay. So Valerie found out 2 months ago. Andy asked her, why didn't you tell me? Valerie said, she just felt like it wasn't a high priority. And the cancer has not spread. And, they caught it in time. And so Andy asked, is that why you almost fainted? And I'm thinking that was the reason why she almost fainted. Anyway, Andy let her mom know, hey, you can stay in Atlanta. I know the best doctors. I have them on speed dial. Valerie was very, she was like, no. I think, and she tells Andy, no. She said, only thing, sorry, y'all. So, Andy offered to move to Florida. And Valerie was like, no. The best thing you can do for me is pray. And so as Valerie grabbed her hand, Andy's hand, she started to pray. And she just started to, Andy just broke down and cried. I was like, okay. This was a nice moment. We ain't never seen Andy mama before, but I'm glad we was able to see her mom. And we understand how Andy act the way she act. Okay? So, Sabrina and Rich having a conversation. I thought he had left. But she asked him about hanging out with Zach. Rich tells Sabrina, I'm going to fall back. And, he asks, can we still be friends? And if she was headed to Zach and Fatima's cookout, they hug it out. She tells him thank you, and he leaves. And I meant to say that the only reason Rich took Sabrina home is because Sabrina told him, Rich, I miss you. I want you to take me home. Please. I think she said please. Oh, she said please. So anyway, Tony walked in Danny's house. Now, maybe I'm picky. Okay, because, when it comes to production, the production side of it, I'm a little picky. We took Tony key. So how in the hell did Tony get in the house? Okay? We got to really be realistic about some stuff. He didn't knock. And she sure didn't open the door for him. So do you not lock the door? Like, I really need us to be realistic on the little things. I'm not nitpicking, but I am nitpicking. Okay? So, he caught the officer in there. Of course, Tony got an attitude. And him and the officer get into it. And then they start to tussle. Okay? The fight, for me, was in slow motion. I was like, this is odd. This is a dumb fight. Okay? This is it. And let me tell you what really irked me about the fight. The fact that Officer Green kept threw two little trinkets or whatever at Tony. He right here. Tony right here. You threw the trinket and it both times. It missed Tony. Tyler, do better. Okay, do better. Anyway, Danny kicked Officer Green out. Okay? And then this what else pissed me off. The fact that she trying to explain herself to Tony. Okay? Last time we checked, didn't this man steal money from you? I don't care if he gave it back or not. He stole something that wasn't yours, that wasn't his. He was bumming on your couch. Like, you wasn't even attracted to him. And you were really done with him. If we gonna keep it a buck and you stop playing with yourself and stop playing in our face. Okay? So now all of a sudden you want to explain to him. And he was like, don't talk to me. N-word, please. Okay? I was very aggravated by that. I was aggravated by that, but this is why I'm aggravated with Danny. Because you took this man home to your house. Like, you don't know him. Just like all the people that you meet, you have taken all of these people to your house. You don't know these people. Anyway, In the next scene, which we knew, but you know what? Keys get a phone call. Don't know who the person was on the other end, but he tells him, now is not the right time. Zach is my only son, and I will handle it. And everybody we all been saying that Keys is Zach's daddy. However, we see Fatima up there in her burnt orange listening in. She can hear everything. So, of course, she about to play Detective Fatima. Okay? Anyway, Karen is putting last minute stuff in the boxes. Aaron asks if she's going to miss the place. She said no. We also found out that Miss Lisa has been reassigned as the VA consultant 45 minutes outside of Seattle. Karen is excited. Aaron is excited. It was like, we have a babysitter. Miss Karen said, listen, sometimes, but mama got a life too. Okay? So don't think y'all gonna drop y'all baby off anytime, anywhere, any place, anyhow. No. Call me. Cause y'all know I be gone. Okay? Anyway, Karen do one more look around and then she out of there. All right? This was really fast. Dylan is invited to his first black people cookout. He's nervous. I'm not understanding why he was making all that noise. Pam show up and they head in the house. Okay? Fatima really just have some questions for Keys, of course, because she don't trust him. And she tells Zach, I don't trust him. And, Zach is like, listen, not today. He don't want to hear it. He don't want to talk about it. So, Danny, in her woe is me energy, okay, her and her woe is me energy show up with this god awful outfit that she had on. I was like, girl, no. And she decided to call Tony. Again, why? You were on the verge of breaking up with him anyway. Like, I don't like the fact that he have Danny. So Danny is always so indecisive. And it annoys me that she still act like she can't grow up. That's just me. Anyway, Sabrina, before Danny walked in the house, Sabrina called Danny and, she was like, I think I want Rich back. Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay? Rich, I guess, gonna get it right since Sabrina, I'm gonna give y'all my predictions for season 10. Anyway, and what I think about that car accident and that car blow up. So, she trying to justify the situation to Danny. And Danny tells Sabrina, I don't really want to hear it, and hang up in her face. Because you mad. Because you brought somebody home to your house. And you still had a man. And technically you did cheat on him. Because you wanted to. And now you feel bad about it. I don't understand. Anyway. Danny. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. I guess. Anyway. Paige calls Sabrina. Because she can't find her keys to the vault. She called Maurice to to see if he can swing by, drop off the key to the vault. She's the only one there, and it's a bunch of people in the bank. And Maurice tell Paige that she can go find her keys in hell. I'm sorry, y'all. That was funny. Anyway, Sabrina decided, because we know Sabrina is the nice person, and she bring her the key. So, as Sabrina is driving, I don't even think she just drive that good, like just was driving that long. She was T-bone? So, yeah, she was T-boned by a truck that was coming fast. And what I don't understand, the truck was driving straight. And if you look at the whole aerial view, there was a whole building right here. Was the truck trying to run into the building because it didn't make a turn? Like, again, me be just being nitpicky. Me being nitpicky. But the car T-boned Sabrina, and it looked like, okay, so the car flipped multiple times. In a way, Sabrina's head was going like this. Ooh, my neck hurt. Like, I feel like I got whiplash looking at that. I mean, it slung here. I was like, my God, today. So, Andy bring her mama to the barbecue, right? And her mama, of course, we see that her mom always loved Karen. Just how she was so, nice to Karen. And she kind of met Danny with judgment because that's probably how she always felt about Danny. Valerie, tells Fatima, oh, my daughter, she said y'all talked about whatever y'all had going on. I just was like, this lady. Fine. Valerie bumps into Keys. And, they go have a little chit chat, I guess, in a corner. Fatima tell the ladies, Andy was like, who is that man? Girl, mind your business. Your mama grown. So, of course, Fatima was like, I don't trust him. That's Zach's newly found friend, but I don't trust him. And Andy was like, wait, since you don't trust him, I don't trust him neither. I was like, Lord. She won't be all up in her mama business. But Karen was like, girl, sit down. Okay? Anyway, I just feel like the only reason Andy is doing that now because you found out about your mom's medical history. Other than that, if your mom came with you to the barbecue, if you would have brought her to the barbecue, I don't think that would have a bit more bothered you. But whatever. Whatever. Fatima tells Andy, she was twerking on the table. Oh, okay. Anyway, we see this whole bromance between Rich and Zach, which is crazy, but okay. And so Zach asked Rich about what happened with Sabrina. He said, I just dropped her home and that's it. I just came to dance and that's it. So Tony, of course, told Rich what happened with Danny, right? So Rich goes to Danny and asks, can he come by to pick up Tony's bag? And Danny is mad at Rich because, of course, she don't like Rich because of what he did to Sabrina. And I was just like, okay, okay, girl, fine. So Valerie is really smitten by Keys. The other thing I want to know about Keys is, who was you on the phone with? Okay, was that your wife? Are you married, sir? Like, it's so many questions that I have. Okay? And so Andy have a chit chat with her mama about her mama drinking champagne or wine or whatever. And her mama was like, I'm grown. Okay? Don't come tell me about what I'm doing. You ain't got to know nothing about what I'm doing. Okay? That's what happened. You ain't got to know nothing about my business and what I'm doing. Let me do me. Okay? So Valerie was like, girl. And she told John, can you get me a tequila? A tequila on the rocks? He was like, sure. So Andy looked at her phone. Now, I don't know. I heard a thing. So I think she got a text. And she looked at the phone. And she really had a look of concern on her face. But we don't know who the text was from or what the text said. Okay? So, Karen is still looking for Sabrina. She left her a voicemail. Of course, nobody don't know what's going on yet. And everybody's outside. Karen is bidding everybody a farewell, hugs everybody, and just like that, her, Aaron, and the baby and Miss Lisa, they gone. Okay, bye. Okay, we appreciate you. We love you, girl. Go be great. Okay, go be great. So Maurice asked Fatima if she will be replacing Karen or will he be replacing Karen. I'm just like, Maurice, okay. So Andy asked Danny what happened last night, and with Officer Green, and she also let her know that Officer Green is not a good person. Danny tells her, listen, you can skip it because I done already them. Okay? And as Andy is explaining what happened when she was at the grocery store and she saw Officer Green, her car alarm goes off and it is going off. So she heads over to the car and her car exploded. Again, really, Tyler? What was that? Anyway, this is actually what the episode ended. So let me say this. What if this is just a what if, y'all? What if the person that was on the phone with Keys was his wife? What if he married? What if Zach not his? Even though maybe Zach's dad is his friend and he named his kid Zach. I just say. And this was another piece I had. What if the same person Dr. Vaughn, who would bomb Andy's car? Maybe Dr. Vaughn, Dr. Cruz, Gary is always at the top of the list, and Penelope. Okay, we would not. Okay, maybe Penelope put a bomb in Andy's car, and what else she did? What else she could have did? I don't know. I don't know who could have put a bomb in Andy's car. But I just want to know, what were we thinking? What were the writers thinking when they decided to put Sabrina in a car accident? Yeah. And will Andy Mama be on this next season? Will Mr. Keys be on the next season? We need to wrap up. We wrapped up the Karen storyline. Okay? So, let me tell y'all what's going to happen. Because when I saw the preview for little preview for the first episode, I guess that was like the first, when it go off, they show you the preview for the next season or whatever. Not the full one. Just a little piece. So, her and Tony gonna come because, of course, Rich has been notified about what happened to Sabrina. Okay? Andy did not get hurt from that bomb because her mama was like, are you okay? And everybody ran towards Andy, and I seen Zach, I think, go down to the ground. So I think they was picking her up. So I think when her car exploded, she dropped to the ground. That's that on that. And that's all I got. Andy is not hurt. But we got to find out who did what, why, when, where, and how. And the whole Sabrina thing. Okay, we think Sabrina gonna make it out. Because apparently they want Rich to be this good guy. So this was gonna make him the best guy in the world. Hopefully they end this at season 10. Okay, and her and Rich walk off in the sunset. Anyway, this is your girl Q1 reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.